I think you're going to really enjoy this deep dive. We're taking you to a place many only dream of. Miami's Fisher Island.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
We've got articles here on the real estate, the lifestyle, even the best coffee spots nearby.
Wow, that is thorough.
So buckle up, because we're about to uncover what makes this island so unique and honestly a bit mind-blowing.
All right, I'm ready.
You know, when most people think of Miami, they picture beaches, nightlife, Art Deco architecture.
Right, the classic Miami vibe.
But Fisher Island offers a completely different experience, one that's shrouded in mystique and exclusivity.
It's like a hidden world almost.
Right, it's like this hidden world just 3 miles off the coast.
Wow, so close.
But it feels a million miles away.
I can imagine.
What really struck me is that this 216-acre island is entirely man-made.
Really?
It was created from dredged sand back in the early 1900s.
That's a fact.
It's fascinating how they essentially carved Fisher Island out of Miami Beach, using some of that dredged sand to even create the foundation for the MacArthur Causeway, which connects Miami Beach to the mainland.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
It's a reminder that even the most idyllic and exclusive places have these unexpected origins.
Definitely adds a layer of intrigue.
It really speaks to human ingenuity and the power of transformation.
It does.
But speaking of exclusivity, getting to Fisher Island is an experience in itself.
Oh, how so?
Forget cars. You're arriving by ferry, private boat, or helicopter.
Wow, talk about making an entrance.
It sets the stage for what awaits. A world where privacy and luxury reign supreme.
You're not just stepping onto an island, you're entering a very particular lifestyle.
Exactly. And one of the things that struck me is that even many of the people who work on the island are only allowed to take the ferry to and from each day.
Really?
Yeah, it really emphasizes that self-contained, almost insular community feel. This is further highlighted when you look at the population. The last U.S. census recorded only 467 people living there in 218 households.
That's a tiny community.
It makes you wonder what the social dynamics are like in such a concentrated environment.
I bet everyone knows everyone.
Right. And let's not forget, Fisher Island holds the title of the United States wealthiest zip code.
That's right, I'd heard that.
It makes you wonder, how does that concentration of wealth shape the culture, the priorities, even the day-to-day interactions on the island?
Yeah, it's like its own little world.
We'll definitely want to dig into that further.
Yeah, sure.
And speaking of wealth, it's worth noting that the real estate market on Fisher Island is, as you might expect, quite extraordinary.
I can only imagine.
It's primarily luxury condos with a dominant architectural style of Mediterranean revival.
Oh, yes! I was reading about that.
Picture classic Spanish mansion, aesthetics, clay shingle roofs, those beautiful terraced wings, often creating a looped entryway, many with fountains as centerpieces. It's a style you might recognize from Hollywood films set in glamorous European villas. That timeless elegance really adds to Fisher Island's allure.
I bet those homes are stunning.
And 2 developments really stood out in our research.
Which ones?
Palazzo del Sol and the residences at 6 Fisher Island.
I've heard of those.
Palazzo del Sol sounds absolutely incredible. Imagine waking up to panoramic views of the Atlantic through floor-to-ceiling windows.
Wow, what a view.
You step onto your terrace, and you're greeted by the sparkling waters of Biscayne Bay.
Sounds like paradise.
And of course, you have every imaginable luxury at your fingertips, high-end appliances, impeccable design.
Naturally.
One article even mentioned a butler-staffed bar.
A butler-staffed bar?
Talk about living the dream.
Seriously?
But the residences at 6 Fisher Island seems to be taking exclusivity to a whole new level.
Oh, how so?
It's being touted as the island's final development.
Interesting.
An 11-story building with just 50 waterfront residences.
Very exclusive.
They're really playing up the invite-only feel.
It makes you wonder, what kind of buyer are they looking for?
It's definitely an interesting strategy. It's not just about money. It's about a certain type of individual.
Right, a certain mindset.
A certain mindset that aligns with the Fisher Island vision.
Exactly.
And speaking of finding the right buyer for the right property, our research led us to a group that seems to be making waves in the Miami luxury real estate market.
Oh, really? Who's that?
Amit Bhuta and the All In Miami group.
I've heard of them, yeah.
They're a highly ranked team in the entire U.S., and their approach really intrigued me. They're using these non-traditional marketing strategies that go beyond just showcasing the property they're selling a lifestyle.
That's smart.
Exactly. And it seems to be working. They're inspiring buyers to really connect with the Miami experience, which is leading to those top dollar sales. And what I found particularly refreshing is their passion for Miami itself.
Oh, that's nice.
They genuinely want to connect people with the right neighborhood, the right energy.
It's great to hear about a team that goes beyond just closing deals.
Yeah, they're helping people find their place in this incredible city. So if any of our listeners are thinking about buying or selling in Miami, or anywhere else for that matter, Amit, Bhuta, and the All in Miami group might be the perfect partners.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now, beyond the real estate itself, what really makes Fisher Island special is the lifestyle it offers. And the heart of that lifestyle is the Fisher Island Club.
Ah, yes, the famous Fisher Island Club.
From what I've read, this isn't just a club. It's like a world unto itself, catering to residents' every whim and desire.
I can see that.
It's more than just a list of amenities. It's about creating an experience.
Definitely.
We're talking multiple restaurants, a luxurious spa, a state-of-the-art fitness center, even a theater.
Wow, they really have it all.
And did you see they even have an observatory?
No way, really?
You can go from indulging in a gourmet meal to gazing at the stars all in one night.
That's incredible.
It's about that unexpected juxtaposition, that blend of luxury and enrichment that seems to define the Fisher Island experience.
I'm starting to understand the appeal.
And let's not forget the golf course. The links at Fisher Island, designed by PB Dye.
Oh, I read about that.
It's ranked #8 by Golf Digest.
That's impressive.
Which is pretty impressive for a 9-hole course.
Definitely.
It's not just about the game itself, though, right? The course is designed to highlight those breathtaking views of the Miami skyline, making it an experience that's both challenging and visually stunning.
That makes sense.
And then there's the Beach Club, which seems to epitomize that effortless Fisher Island elegance.
What's that like?
Imagine yourself lounging on the imported sand from the Bahamas.
They imported sand.
A gentle breeze coming off the ocean and a refreshing drink in hand.
Sounds lovely.
Talk about attention to detail. Importing sand to create the perfect beach experience that speaks volumes about the level of luxury residents are accustomed to. And they even have a sunset bar right there on the beach, so you can enjoy those stunning Miami sunsets in style.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
It's all about curating those picture-perfect moments, exceeding expectations at every turn.
I'm getting a sense of that.
Now, amidst all this luxury and seclusion, you might think residents would feel isolated. But they've also got the historic Vanderbilt Mansion, now a part of the Fisher Island Club, available for events and gatherings.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
That's a great point. They've taken this historical landmark and woven it into the fabric of their modern luxury lifestyle, creating a space for connection and community.
So they do have a sense of community.
And don't forget they have a marina, one of the few deep-water marinas in Miami, which probably adds another layer of community for those who share a passion for boating. And for everyday needs, there's the island market. So residents truly have everything they could need right there.
It's like they've thought of everything.
It's like they've created this perfectly self-contained ecosystem where every need is anticipated and every desire is met. It's quite remarkable.
It really is.
But let's not forget that as idyllic as Fisher Island sounds, it's just a ferry ride away from all the energy and excitement of Miami Beach.
Jerry, you have the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have that perfect balance, the tranquility and exclusivity of the island, paired with the convenience and vibrancy of the mainland.
I like that.
In the next part of our deep dive, we'll explore what awaits residents just beyond Fisher Island shores. Stay tuned.
Looking forward to it. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of Fisher Island.
So far, we've uncovered a lot about this exclusive enclave, from its fascinating history and luxurious real estate to that incredible sense of privacy and seclusion.
Right, it's quite a place.
But now, let's shift our focus to the people who call Fisher Island home. What kind of individuals are drawn to this lifestyle?
That's a great question. It's easy to get caught up in the opulence, but it's the people who make a community.
You know, it's easy to get caught up in the opulent homes and world-class amenities, but at the end of the day, it's the people who truly shape a community.
Absolutely. And from what I've gathered, the Fisher Island community is a fascinating mix. You've got successful entrepreneurs, high-powered executives, celebrities, even royalty.
It's like a microcosm of the global elite, all drawn to this secluded paradise.
And what I find particularly interesting is the diversity within this community. Residents come from all over the world, bringing with them a rich tapestry of cultures and experiences.
It's like a little United Nations of the ultra-wealthy, all united by their appreciation for a certain lifestyle.
Exactly. A lifestyle that prioritizes privacy, security, and of course, luxury. But it's not just about individual wealth and status. It seems like there's a genuine sense of community on Fisher Island.
Yes. Several articles mentioned how close-knit the community is. Residents know each other, they socialize together, they support each other.
I can see how that would appeal to people.
I imagine that can be incredibly appealing, especially for individuals who are used to a fast-paced, high-pressure world.
It's like finding a tribe, almost.
It's like finding a tribe, a place where you can truly relax and be yourself without judgment.
Right, and the Fisher Island Club plays a big role in fostering that sense of community. They organize a wide range of activities and events, from golf tournaments and tennis matches to social gatherings and charity events.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of charity events, that's something that really surprised me. You wouldn't necessarily associate philanthropy with a place like Fisher Island.
I know what you mean. You might expect a community of such affluence to be somewhat insular, focused on their own privilege.
But it seems like giving back is a big part of the Fisher Island culture. Residents are actively involved in supporting a wide range of causes, both locally and globally.
I guess it makes sense.
It speaks to a sense of social responsibility, a recognition that with great privilege comes a duty to help others.
That's a good point.
It adds another layer to our understanding of this community. It's not just about enjoying the finer things in life, it's also about using their resources to make a positive impact on the world.
Definitely more complex than it might seem at first glance.
Now let's dive into the day-to-day life on Fisher Island. We've already talked about golf carts being the primary mode of transportation, which paints a picture of a slower, more relaxed pace.
Right. No need to rush anywhere.
Picture this. You wake up in your luxurious condo overlooking the turquoise waters of Biscayne Bay. You step out onto your terrace, breathe in the fresh ocean air, and then hop into your golf cart to grab a coffee at the island market.
I could get used to that.
It sounds incredibly idyllic, a world away from the hustle and bustle of city life.
And with all the amenities on the island, residents could theoretically never leave.
Right. They have everything they need right at their fingertips.
Yeah.
Gourmet restaurants, a world-class spa, a state-of-the-art fitness center, a market, even a school.
It's like living in a 5-star resort, but with the added benefit of a tight-knit community.
Right. But of course, as we mentioned earlier, residents do venture off the island for certain things like high school or specialized shopping.
Right, or to experience the city.
Or to experience the vibrant energy of Miami Beach, which is just a short ferry ride away.
It's about having the best of both worlds, then.
It's about having the best of both worlds. The tranquility and exclusivity of the island, paired with the convenience and excitement of the mainland.
It does make you wonder how this unique lifestyle shapes residents' perspectives.
Yeah, how do they view their place in the world, their relationship to those who don't share their level of wealth and privilege?
That's a great question. Does living in such an exclusive bubble create a sense of detachment? Or does it foster a deeper appreciation for the things we often take for granted?
It's certainly something to ponder.
Yeah.
And while we may not have all the answers, I think exploring these questions is an important part of understanding what makes Fisher Island so fascinating.
For sure.
Now let's get back to some of the specifics of life on Fisher Island. We've touched on the amenities, but I'd love to delve into some more detail.
Sure. What were you thinking?
Well, one thing that stood out in our research is the emphasis on outdoor living. The island seems to be designed to maximize residents' enjoyment of the beautiful natural surroundings.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was thinking about the beach club. It's not just a place to swim and sunbathe. It's a social hub, a place to gather with friends and family, enjoy delicious food and drinks, and soak up the stunning ocean views.
You know, you're right. I noticed that too, especially when it comes to the beach club. It's not just a place to swim and sunbathe. It's a social hub, a place to gather with friends and family, enjoy delicious food and drinks, and soak up the stunning ocean views.
And they've really gone above and beyond to create a luxurious experience. Those elegant seaside pavilions, for example, provide shade and a touch of Riviera chic. It's the perfect place to relax and unwind.
And let's not forget about the links at Fisher Island. As we mentioned earlier, it's a top-ranked 9-hole golf course designed by PB. But it's more than just a place to play golf. The course itself is a work of art beautifully landscaped and offering breathtaking views of the Miami skyline.
Yeah, sounds really nice.
It's about that fusion of sport nature and aesthetics, creating an experience that's both challenging and visually captivating.
And for those who prefer to enjoy the water from a different perspective, there's the marina with its own sunset bar.
Oh, right. I read about that.
Imagine sipping a cocktail as the sun dips below the horizon, casting a golden glow over Biscayne Bay.
It sounds magical.
It's a great example of how Fisher Island caters to a variety of tastes and preferences. You can enjoy that same stunning view from the beach, the pool, or the marina. It's about options flexibility and always exceeding expectations.
And for those who enjoy staying active, they've got that state-of-the-art fitness center, multiple tennis courts, and even a luxurious spa.
They really have thought of everything.
It's about holistic well-being, catering to every aspect of a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle.
And if you're looking for a more cultural experience, there's the Vanderbilt Theater, which hosts a variety of events, from concerts to lectures.
It's like they've created this microcosm of the world, a perfectly curated and controlled environment where every desire is met.
It's a fascinating concept, and it brings us back to that question we were pondering earlier. What is the impact of living in such a rarefied and curated environment?
Right. Does it foster a sense of contentment, or does it create a yearning for something more, something beyond the manicured lawns and the butler-staffed bars?
It's a question worth considering. But let's not forget the allure, the undeniable appeal of a place like Fisher Island. It's a dream for many, a symbol of ultimate success and luxury.
Absolutely. And while we've explored the island itself in depth, we can't forget that it's just a stone's throw away from the vibrant energy of Miami Beach. In our final segment, we'll venture beyond Fisher Island's shores to discover the hidden gems and must-see attractions that await just a short ferry ride away.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned for the final part of our deep dive into Fisher Island. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of Fisher Island.
We've covered a lot of ground, from the island's unique history and luxurious real estate to the fascinating dynamics of its exclusive community.
It's been quite a journey. But as we've mentioned before, Fisher Island doesn't exist in a vacuum.
Right.
It's just a stone's throw away from the vibrant energy and cultural melting pot of Miami Beach.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to explore in this final segment. What awaits those who venture beyond the island's manicured shores?
Well, one spot that I'm particularly excited to talk about is South Point Park.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
We touched on it briefly earlier, but it deserves a closer look.
What's so special about it?
It's a gem, situated at the southern tip of South Beach. It offers these incredible panoramic views.
I can imagine.
You can see the vast expanse of the Atlantic, the glittering skyline of Miami, and even Fisher Island itself nestled just offshore.
Wow, what a view.
It's like a little oasis of tranquility amidst the buzz of Miami Beach.
That sounds nice. A peaceful escape.
And it's not just about the scenery. South Point Park also has walking paths, picnic areas, and even a dedicated dog park where furry friends can run free. It's a great example of how Miami Beach caters to a diverse range of interests.
I like that. So there's something for everyone.
Speaking of diverse interests, another park that caught my eye is Loomis Park.
I've been there.
It stretches for 10 blocks along the beachfront, offering a paved walkway that's perfect for a leisurely stroll, a morning jog, or even just people
I
watching.
see a lot of interesting characters there.
You'll see a fascinating mix of locals and tourists there, enjoying the beach, playing volleyball, soaking up the sun. It's like a microcosm of Miami Beach culture, all condensed into one vibrant stretch of coastline.
It really captures the energy of the city.
And it's all just a short ferry ride away from Fisher Island. Residents can easily step off the island and immerse themselves in this lively atmosphere whenever they choose.
That's convenient.
It's that perfect blend of seclusion and accessibility that makes Fisher Island so appealing. You have the tranquility of island life, but you're never far from the excitement of the city.
It's the best of both worlds.
Now, we can't talk about Miami Beach without mentioning the incredible food and drink scene. And lucky for Fisher Island residents, there are some amazing coffee shops just a ferry right away.
Oh, really? I'm always up for a good coffee spot. What are some of the highlights?
Well, one place that seems to be a local favorite is Dreamer Acai and Juice Bar.
I've heard of that one.
They're known for their healthy and delicious smoothies and acai bowls, but they also make a mean cup of coffee.
So it's a good option for a healthy breakfast or snack.
It's a great option for those looking for a healthy and refreshing start to their day. Plus, their colorful creations are perfect for those Instagram-worthy food pics.
Gotta get that perfect shot.
And if you're in the mood for something a little more laid back, there's Pura Vida.
Okay, what's that one like?
Another popular spot with a great atmosphere. It's a favorite among locals for catching up with friends or getting some work done while enjoying a delicious cup of coffee.
Sounds like my kind of place.
And for those with a sweet tooth, you can't go wrong with 4D Gelateria.
Ooh, gelato. I'm listening.
They offer artisan gelato and delicious coffee drinks, the perfect combination for a post-beach treat.
That's a winning combo.
It's amazing how easily accessible these local gems are for Fisher Island residents. They can hop on the ferry and be sipping a latte or indulging in gelato in no time.
It's all about convenience.
It really highlights the strategic location of Fisher Island. You have the seclusion and privacy of an island, but you're also just minutes away from the heart of Miami Beach.
You really do get the best of both worlds.
Okay, so we've covered parks and coffee shops, but we can't forget about shopping. And when it comes to shopping, Miami Beach is a paradise.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. What are some of your favorite shopping spots?
2 destinations that stand out are Collins Avenue and Lincoln Road.
Those are classics.
Collins Avenue is the place to be if you're looking for high-end designer boutiques and luxury department stores. It's a fashionista's dream with all the big names like Gucci, Prada, and Chanel.
If you're looking for the latest trends, that's the place to go.
And then there's Lincoln Road, a pedestrian-only street that offers a more eclectic mix of high street brands, independent boutiques, art galleries, and restaurants. It's a great place to find unique pieces, enjoy some al fresco dining, and soak up the vibrant atmosphere.
I love Lincoln Road. It's got such a cool vibe.
Both offer a unique shopping experience, and both are easily accessible from Fisher Island.
So no matter what you're looking for, you can find it just a short trip away.
So as we've seen, Fisher Island offers a fascinating blend of seclusion and accessibility. You have the tranquility and privacy of island life, but you're also just a short hop away from the vibrant energy and cultural richness of Miami Beach.
It's a truly unique lifestyle. And it brings us back to that question we've been pondering throughout our deep dive. How does living in such an exclusive environment, surrounded by such affluence, shape one's view of the world?
It's a complex question, and one that deserves careful consideration. Does living in a bubble of privilege foster empathy and understanding for those who are less fortunate? Or does it create a sense of detachment from the realities of the wider world?
It's hard to say for sure, but it's definitely something worth thinking about.
There are no easy answers, but I think it's important to keep asking these questions to reflect on the impact of our surroundings and how they shape our perspectives.
I agree, because ultimately understanding the impact of place of environment is crucial to understanding ourselves and our place in the world.
Well said. And with that, we come to the end of our deep dive into the fascinating world of Fisher Island. We've explored its history, its culture, its lifestyle, and even its impact on the human psyche.
It's been an enlightened journey.
I hope this deep dive has given you, our listener, a deeper understanding of this unique and often misunderstood place.
It's definitely given me a new perspective.
And perhaps even sparked a few questions of your own. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.